Do you recall anything from the session? Focus.
I didn't stay buried.
Tell me everything that you saw, please.
Christopher. All of Ashdown will burn.
In a small house, while it's raining, a scary story begins. This story is about a young man named Christopher Robin. He lived through an attack by Winnie the Pooh, a creature that used to be his friend. But because Christopher left and forgot about Winnie the Pooh and his friends, the bear became a wild monster that hurts people without feeling sorry. When they met again, Pooh killed Christopher's girlfriend and friends, but Christopher lived. The bad things the bear did were called the 100-Acre Wood Massacre. News spread, and Christopher told everyone what happened, but almost no one believed him. Because of this, people in his town, Ashdown, didn't like him. But a few people went to look for the bear in the forest. Months went by, and winter came, but no one saw Pooh. Then, the day he came back arrived. A girl named Mia and her friends parked their trailer in the woods. They wanted to talk to ghosts to find out what happened to the people the teddy bear killed. But just as they tried to talk to the ghosts, the trailer shook hard, and a voice said they shouldn't be there. Then, the trailer door opened, and one girl tried to close it. At that moment, a metal pipe went through the trailer and hit one of them in the back. Through the window, they saw Owl, one of Pooh's friends, who hurt the student. Mia told her friend to close the door, but Winnie the Pooh appeared and slammed the door on the girl's hand. Right after, the bear flipped the trailer over. Mia jumped out the window and drove away in a jeep, but a wheel got stuck in a trap. Her friend was stuck in the trailer, which caught fire. Before she burned up, she crawled to the lake and saved herself. Pooh caught up with Mia, grabbed her, and made her step on the trap. The creature broke her arms and legs and pushed her face into the trap. Her other friend screamed when she saw what happened. Sadly, Owl picked up a big tree trunk and hit the other girl on the head. Far away, Christopher Robin, now a doctor, went to therapy to deal with his bad memories. When he left, he met his friend Lexi, who took him home. But when they got there, they saw that people liked Christopher less and less. The townspeople bothered him and his family because they thought he hurt people in the woods. Later, in the forest, 3 hunters looked for the bear. One of them lost his daughter in the attack and wanted to find the person who did it. Owl saw the hunters and went to the place where the gang lived. He told them that if they didn't kill the people in Ashdown, they would have to hide in the forest forever. The hunters looked for the monsters for hours, but they got lost and separated. Piglet came and hit them with a piece of wood. The leader of the group pointed his gun and told the monster to stop. Piglet didn't stop, so the leader shot him, and he fell down dead. Soon after, Pooh found the hunter who got lost and hit him with a baseball bat. The other 2 hunters heard their friend scream and ran to him. They found him with a hurt neck. Then, the bear appeared and tried to take the leader's gun. The leader tried to shoot, but he hit his friend, whose face was shot off. After a fight, Pooh got the gun and shot the leader in the head. He and Owl went to find Piglet and saw his body in the forest. The next morning, the hunter who was shot lived, but he was hurt badly. After leaving the forest, he passed out. Later, at the hospital, Christopher saw patients until his boss called him. His boss said that even though he was a good doctor, people complained about Christopher being a suspect in the crimes. So he was fired, making things worse for him. Seconds later, a patient was brought to the hospital. The hunter who lived after Pooh attacked him. Christopher recognized him as Aaron, a friend from school. He tried to help him, but since he wasn't a doctor anymore, he went home. Far away, a father and his son watched birds in the woods. The boy saw a strange bird, which was Owl. The boy was scared and ran away. He didn't see that his father was taken by the monster bird. Hours later, Owl and Pooh ate the father and threw his body into the lake. That day, Christopher went to therapy again. This time, he remembered things from the past and his friendship with Pooh. He remembered the day his brother Billy disappeared and was taken by a strange man. This memory made him wake up scared, but his therapist calmed him down and said they needed to keep talking to find out the truth. Back in the woods, guards looked around and found the tree where Pooh hid. Inside, they found parts of people and jars of honey. They kept looking around. Then, a door opened by itself, and one of them went to see what was inside. He saw bodies hanging in black bags. The guard knew he had to leave, but Owl came from behind and scratched him. The other two guards heard their friends scream and ran away, but Winnie the Pooh attacked them. Minutes later, at Christopher's house, he asked his parents about Billy's disappearance and told them about his memories from therapy. They said the case was closed because there wasn't enough proof, and Billy was never found. But Christopher used his computer to look for his brother. He found out that a scientist named Arthur Gallup died in a fire at the same time Billy disappeared. Also, he found out that the scientist did experiments on people and animals, so the doctor was a suspect in the disappearances. The next morning, a police officer came to Christopher's house and asked him questions about the crimes in the woods. The officer said that Aaron lived and wanted to talk to Christopher before talking to the police. Christopher agreed to go, but first, he went to a party his friends were throwing. One of his friends said it was better if Christopher didn't go, because people didn't trust him. Christopher was sad and said he wouldn't go, and his friends Lexi and Finn didn't go either. Later, Christopher went to the hospital and saw Aaron, whose face was bandaged. Aaron couldn't talk, so he wrote on a board what he saw in the woods, saying Christopher's story was true. Then he showed his face, which was destroyed by Pooh. Christopher was shocked. Then, a strange janitor appeared. Christopher recognized him as the man who took his brother and chased after him. In another part of town, Finn was taking a shower and heard a noise. When he came out, he saw meat and feathers on the floor and went outside to see who did it. Owl jumped on him. Finn tried to use a brick to defend himself, but Owl sprayed acid on his face and killed him with his claws. Far away, Christopher followed the janitor and went into his house. He threatened to hurt the old man if he didn't say why he took Billy. The janitor said he had debts, and a man paid him to take girls for experiments. The man was Dr. Arthur Gallup, the same person Christopher found. The old man said the doctor mixed human and animal DNA to make monsters. When they were ready, the doctor killed them. The janitor found out and followed the doctor to the 100-acre wood. He tried to kill the doctor, but the doctor knocked him out. Then, the doctor killed all the girls, so no one would find out. But the janitor woke up and shot the doctor. Then, he buried the bodies in the woods. But the next night, the bodies were gone. The girls turned into monsters and came back to life. The janitor burned down the doctor's house to hide the proof. After telling Christopher the story, the old man shot himself because he felt guilty. While Christopher thought about everything, Lexi was a nanny for a boy named Freddie. She saw someone coming to the house and took Freddie to hide. Freddie sent his toy car with the camera into the room. The camera showed Pooh going through the door and breaking the car. Pooh ran upstairs and looked for them. He didn't find them, but they ran to the stairs. They escaped, and a police car was waiting for them. Freddie's grandfather sent it because he tried to call Freddie, but he left his phone on the bed. Freddie told the police the bear was in his house. The police went to check, and a policewoman went to the attic. Pooh pushed her against the wall. He put his hands on her neck, but she punched him. He pulled her hand off and hit her in the face with the bone. Christopher drove his car with the proof of the doctor's experiments. He listened to a message from the doctor, who said he did experiments to make people stronger. But the monsters were dangerous, so he stopped. Lexi called Christopher and told him what happened. She said his family was in danger. Pooh came to Christopher's house with his bear trap. Christopher's father, Alan, played with his daughter Bunny, while his wife Daphne was in the kitchen. Daphne saw a shadow and checked the window. She didn't see anyone and turned off the lights. Then, Pooh appeared. Daphne saw him and tried to resist, but he pushed her head into knives. Alan heard her scream and went to the kitchen, but he was killed too. Bunny went downstairs and saw Pooh, who took her. Christopher came home and saw his parents' bodies. He cried, but then he remembered his sister was taken. Later, the party started. Owl and Pooh went to the party. Pooh tried to get in, but a guest stopped him. Pooh hit the man in the mouth with a metal bar. A guest ran into the party and told everyone what happened, but Pooh grabbed her with his trap. He pulled her head off with a chain and hit it with a baseball bat. People tried to escape, but Pooh killed them one by one. Some people escaped through a tunnel, but the lights went out. Pooh appeared and ran after them. They reached a locked warehouse. Then, Tigger, a fast and strong monster, appeared. He hit a person in the throat. The others ran, but he grabbed one and cut his stomach. They tried to run down the stairs, but a girl fell. Tigger killed her. Then, he killed a girl in an angel costume and took off her skin. Christopher came to the party to warn his friends, but he was too late. Pooh killed more people. Tigger killed a girl who hurt her eyes. She crawled away, but Tigger made her fall into a hole and die. Then, he killed another girl. Ava, Christopher's friend, was there. Tigger killed the other girl. Ava ran away, but Tigger followed her. Christopher came with a gun and saw Ava. She apologized for not believing him. Tigger tried to kill Christopher, but Christopher shot him. Ava tried to hold Tigger down, but he killed her, and her blood got on Christopher. Pooh killed more people. He set a man on fire in a boiler room. He killed others with a drill, a blade, and his bare hands. He heard Christopher and went after him with a chainsaw. Christopher asked for his sister and used a piece of wood to fight. Pooh knocked him down and tried to kill him with the chainsaw, but Christopher dodged, and Pooh hit a car. The chainsaw caught fire. Pooh chased Christopher into the woods. He stopped at a hole in the ground, where he was buried years ago. Christopher said Pooh was his brother Billy, changed by the doctor's experiments. He asked Pooh to give back his sister, but Pooh tried to choke him. Lexi came and saved Christopher. He hit Pooh in the head with an axe. Christopher and Lexi found a police car. The police found Bunny, and Christopher and his sister were together again. They left, thinking the danger was over. But Owl took Pooh's body back to his hiding place. Owl said Pooh and Piglet would come back. Piglet's neck started to heal, and Pooh moved in his chair, coming back to life to get revenge.